Hey y'all, Chef IrixGuy here, and this is how I clean my Z-Grill's pellet grill. So the first thing you need to do, make sure it's cooled off after cooking before you proceed with the cleaning. And this is what I do. It's actually very simple, and you're going to see step by step how I do it. So now that the grill is cool and it's unplugged, I can clean the grates. Now, I do recommend cleaning the grates shortly after it's cooled off while they're just slightly warm, because as you can see here, they're cleaning very easily. Now, if you needed to, you could take these out and hand wash them in your kitchen sink. But I mean, I got them clean enough while they were still slightly warm with the grill brush. So you can lift these out. And then the next piece is the drip pan. Now, I intentionally didn't cover this with aluminum foil because I wanted to burn it in for my first weekend of cooking first. But what I'm going to do now is clean this off. You can see it's still slightly warm, so it's coming right off. But I can eliminate this step going forward because I'll have it wrapped in aluminum foil, so I can just tear the aluminum foil off periodically and not have to clean this drip pan. So now I've got that cleaned off, and I can cover it with aluminum foil. Again, completely optional, but that's what I'm going to do. Now, like I said, this is still slightly warm because I cooked on it not too long ago. The grill grates weren't really that warm, but this is kind of warm, so I'm letting it air out for just a second before I grab it. Like I said, it's good to do it where it's slightly warm because it scrapes more easily, cleans more easily. I'm going to set that out of the way. Now let's see how well you can see this part. So now everything that was scraped off, you can, using your fingers, you can just push it down into the drain here. And see, then that, all that collected in here, so you can dump this out. And I'm going to use a water hose. So see, now that's clean. I mean, all this is a drip pan anyway, so it doesn't matter. It's not like you're eating off of it. So put that back on, let it air dry. Now check the temperature of this. This is right over the burner, so it may be hot still, or still warm, not hot. But see, this just lifts out. And then after it lifts out, you can pick up. And then this is the piece where we're going to do the vacuuming. So now you can see it's vacuumed out really good. What's amazing for me to have cooked on this as much as I have, minimal amount of ash. So although I would recommend cleaning the ash out after every cook, it doesn't really stack up like I thought it might. So that's a good thing. So now we've cleaned out all the inner stuff. We've dumped the little grease catcher, which is this. Dumped it out. So now we're going to go to the next steps. So you can put this piece back in, and you can see there's a groove here, a groove here. The grooves, so it goes in this way and slides in. So now that's back in place. As I mentioned, for what I call the drip tray, the grease tray or whatever, see there's a little hole where it funnels it into the spout. Very, very nice design. What I'm going to do is wrap this in aluminum foil. So now I wrap the correct side, and I'm going to put this back in. Making sure the hole on this side is over the drain, and it is. So yeah, that'll be even better. Don't have to wrap it, but I mean, why not? And now I can put my grates back on. They're clean. So the grates are back in, and I mean, it's, yeah, you might want to wear gloves so you don't get your hands messy, but I mean, I've got something called soap and water, so I can go wash my hands. But that's it. I mean, very easy to clean, very easy to maintain. Now all that I'll do, because this is completely cooled off now, I'm going to attach the cover, and then it's going to stay protected because I keep this outside. I don't have a covered, what do you call it, outdoor grilling area. And so you can see it up close. This is what it looks like with the full. And obviously, as I mentioned, you can see, let's see if you can see the light within this video. Yeah, you can see the light there. See the light in the middle? Just make sure that that's visible, and that's over the little cutout that enables it to drain. Just make sure you got that lined up. But that's yeah, that full, you don't have to do it, but I think I would still recommend your initial cook not having the full on, so it just gets a good burn off of all the factory smells. But after your first cook or few, yeah, I would add aluminum foil just to make it effortless as you clean your grill going forward. And here's how easy it is to put the cover on. Obviously this is cooled off for a long time, but just as a quality check, making sure everything's cool. Never put your cover on unless your grill is completely cool. Check this out. There's a side here, goes over the chimney, the smokestack. I put my power cord up here. If you know a better way to store the power cord, comment below. I just didn't want it hanging down on the ground. And then your Z-Grill's logo is on the front. And it does have, on the bottom, it's got these little eyes. So if you've got like a bungee cord or something, you could bungee it if it's windy. That's one thing I would probably do. But then to roll it, these wheels are very nice, or I should say casters. Look at how easily it rolls. Very nice premium grill. Hey y'all, IrixGuy here. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please be sure to subscribe to my channel, and when you do, ring that bell icon to be notified whenever I post another video. Thanks for your viewership, and y'all have a good day.